Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on the 1966 Ford Mustang. So we're pretty excited about this. As you saw last time, you guys, we picked this up and it was pretty much a barn find, but it was in the garage that's been sitting for a very long time. And we're really excited because it was a local. That means it was a southern car. It's been sitting, nobody's been messing with it except probably the mice, which hopefully we got rid of. But we got this thing cleaned up. It's looking really good. I'm pretty happy with the paint job. I mean, it's still looking really clean. We're still finding out more information about this thing, but I'm pretty excited. So today we want to see if we can get this thing to turn over. We called a local locksmith and he came out, he made us a key. So I'm really excited. I mean, I don't know about you, Michael, but I'm excited to get this thing running because I love working on old cars. They're simple, you know, and they're pretty easy to work on, you know. When I was a kid, this is very iconic. Everybody loves Mustangs, you know. I mean, this is just a coupe. It's not a convertible or a fastback, but you got to start somewhere, you know. This is definitely a new venture for us. I mean, we did some other cars, but this is definitely cool. I mean, this would be a nice little, you know, add to our collection of cars that we have. And I'm pretty excited to drive this around, you know, go on a date with the wife, you know, who knows. But leave us a comment down below, you guys. What do you guys think about this car? Did we do good? Should we get this thing running? Are our chances looking good to get it running? I mean, we don't know, you know, it probably has bad gas in it. It doesn't have any brakes. We tried stepping on the brakes. It was just nothing. So we used the e-brake to move it around and like that. So pretty much we got the key. Let's get the jump box on the battery, turn the key and see what happens. I mean, hopefully it's easy. Who knows? Maybe they like winterized it, you know, like they stored it because like, we're going to park it for like 30 years and nobody's going to touch it. So we might get lucky. Who knows? But the only way to find out is to pretty much get our hands dirty. I mean, this hood opens really nice. I mean, it doesn't even squeak. Yeah, just a little bit, but still, like that's pretty cool. You know, I'm really happy with the condition of the car. I'm pretty stoked about it.
The hood stays open too, right?
The hood stays open. No hood shocks.
There's no like stick you have to put down to keep that hood open. That's crazy. Back in '66, they figured out a way to keep hoods open without a stick.
And this is a carburetor. I'm pretty sure it's a single carb. So we're gonna find out. Check out the air filter. Make sure there's nothing in there. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
it still looks good.
Yeah, it looks really clean.
And it is a single carburetor, which is pretty good.
Carburetor.
So it looks like somebody, you know, probably messed with it before. This looks like it's a little bit dry rotted, but not a big deal. I mean, things are moving. Let's see if that give it gas. Oh, look at that. So that's me giving it gas. It's kind of doing something. I mean, I haven't worked on too many carburetors. I'll probably rebuild a couple of them, but it shouldn't be that hard. You know, it's pretty easy. There's a lot of videos out there. But let's check the oil. I think we have oil in this thing. Oh yeah, we definitely got some dark oil, so that's really good. We might have to change that out because it's probably 15 years old.
Oil ages too, right? Just like gas goes bad.
It's still lubricant. Let's see if there's any coolant in this thing.
That radiator.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Might have to just top it off with some water. We'll see. Well, we got to get this thing running first. But over on this side, we got, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a straight 6, kind of like the forklift we have. That's a good motor though. And then we got a mechanical fuel pump right here. So that looks pretty good. I mean, I don't see these wires look pretty good. All this looks pretty good. Did you see this though?
What is that?
It's like a bladder.
What?
It's so weird. And it's like
where does it go to?
Portable. Oh, that's for the windshield wipers.
Windshield wiper tank.
No, is it? I don't know.
Probably.
It's so look, it's breaking. Look, listen.
Oh wow.
You hear it?
Dry rotted.
It is definitely dry rotted, and it's missing a fan shroud and an AC condenser. Probably didn't have AC back in the day.
It's pretty simple.
But here's our brake system. So it's got the hydraulic brakes with no booster. That means it's a really hard pedal. All right, so the next thing I want to check is actually the hydraulic. See if it's got a hydraulic system for the clutch. It looks like it's a mechanical. There's nothing like that, so it's gonna probably have like a hard clutch pedal, just like our forklift, which we got used to. And now it's pretty easy to drive, you know? Shaking your foot and holding, I mean, it's all good. But pretty much, everything's looking good, I gotta say.
Everything looks authentic and
looks original.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit of dry rotting going on, but I think it's definitely safe enough to put some power to the battery. and spin it over.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work, we have the starter solenoid. We can jump it if the starter solenoid's bad or if the starter's bad.
Basically, jump it right here, somewhere one of those.
It's a very basic system, very easy. It's kind of like what my golf cart has. No, kind of like my go-kart has.
Yeah.
My kid's go-kart. Very simple, which is good. So let's put power to it and let's try it.
The cranks. Oh yeah. $12 back in 1966. Same thing.
I hear something clicking.
Yeah, what is that? I wonder what that is. Clicking.
Are you excited, Michael?
Oh yeah, moment of truth. We got the key made, like I said. The key was surprisingly a little more expensive. That's crazy. A little simple key. Let me show you this thing. It's like nothing to it. I mean, just as you know, house keys are more crazy nowadays, but whatever. It's all good.
You got power inside?
Yeah, the lights turned on when I opened the door.
Where?
Look at that. Underneath where my
Wow.
legs are. Wow, that looks good. I'm sure they're not LEDs, but
So pretty much the rats didn't eat those wires.
that's nice. Yeah, that's working. Man, I feel really comfortable in here. This is a nice cruiser.
This looks like you,
for
Michael.
sure.
You get one, I get one.
Do I need like a special hat or something? Is it like a Mustang hat?
Just don't hit a crowd.
Okay.
We got power?
I guess. Let's see if my lights work. What was that? This is my wiper blade. Okay, that's what I was hearing.
Oh, something was making noise. Oh, it's this little thing. Okay. Hold on. That's why I was unplugged. That's good. What about the radio? Is the radio working?
Yeah.
We got static, so we can upgrade that. Get a nice DVD player in there.
I don't know if it's like AM or FM, but yeah, who knows? Let's see my lights. Yeah.
Yeah. What about turn signals?
Nothing.
Turn your flashers on.
Okay.
Oh, the little lights turned on.
I don't know where my flashers are, Ivan. I don't know if there's hazards on these things.
Alright, let's just try to spin it over.
Alright, here we go. Clutch in. Do you think it has like a clutch safety bypass switch? Probably not.
It probably has a choke on it.
Think so? Alright.
Hey, man, make sure it's not in gear.
I feel like the clutch pedal's got some pressure to it, so that's good. Alright guys, let's go ahead and try to spin this thing over and get it started. Here we go.
It really sounds like it wants to go. It's spinning
Yeah.
over healthy.
Yeah.
Let's spray some thing in there, pour some gas in there and try it.
Yeah, that's what people do back then. It's basically, let's do it. Let's try it.
Okay, let me get some gas. So this is for the pressure washer. Well, you know, it works. All right, Michael, let's try it.
Try it again.
Try it again.
That's crazy, guys. Woo. Fired right up. A little bit of gas, good to go. Oh yeah. That's not bad at all.
That's not bad at all.
I've seen a lot of gas spraying out like crazy. I don't know if that filter has to be on top, but a lot of gas was spraying out of the carburetor though.
I mean, that's already a good sign. I mean, it looks like, you know, maybe the fuel tank is empty or clogged or frozen or gelled up.
Yeah, there's a good chance we got really bad gas in there, but
Let's check it out.
yeah, it's getting smoky in here. Let's open a door.
All right, so I looked at the gas tank in the back. It looks like there's not that much access to it. It's in the trunk well. It's not looking good, but I was thinking, we do have a mechanical pump right here. We do have a little gas tank. So we're gonna plug this up to the mechanical pump, see if that pump's actually working, if it's pumping the gas to the carburetor. And then if it is, then we know the carburetor is good, we know the fuel pump's good, then we can actually take the whole gas tank out and mess with it, because it looks like, I mean, this is like a fast way of doing it. So let's try this really quick.
Bypassing the gas tank
Pretty
itself.
much bypass auxiliary gas tank, which is pretty cool, you know? I mean, like, I think it has 2 gas tanks, kind of. But let's hook this up. Very simple, you know, there's so much access to this. Let me get a screwdriver.
Look at that space. You got plenty of space. Put 3 more gas tanks here, here.
Michael, it needs a new engine. This needs the 7.3 The new Ford
okay.
7.3 Godzilla motor.
I
Think
don't
about
know.
it.
It
Think
just-
about
it
it.
looks
We
so
cut
nice.
this up, cut it up, you know, and you know, just cut it up. Just, you know, swap it. Smiles per gallon, you know, that's what I'm thinking.
Miles per gallon.
All right, so that's looking really good. Let's, I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna spin it over. Michael, you watch, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. All right, our gas line. Okay, but we're spitting gas everywhere. Let's calm down. Oh, there's gas everywhere. They're just spraying gas. I don't know if gas is supposed to be coming out of the carburetor like that. You're just shooting fuel out like crazy.
That's not good. Try maybe holding it like this.
And this was getting kind of close to our fan.
Oh, that's bad.
That's fine. We can move that around. But man, it smells pretty bad.
I mean, it
Probably has
kind,
some old gas in there too
kinda
or something.
but try to hold this.
Okay. All right, no, the gas is still coming out of there like crazy. I'm holding it, I'm still pumping out the side. Yeah. Carburetor's probably bad.
Oh man, this is not good. Good thing is, I know how to work on carburetors.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So let's take it off and maybe I don't even know. Oh, hold on. Let's go next door. You know, we got Advance next door. We got O'Reilly's, Napa. We got a couple shops around here. Let's give a call. Maybe find like a rebuild kit or maybe a new carburetor. Because I mean, it's not that old. It's a 66. You know, everybody drives these things around still. Let's make couple of phone calls and see what we can get.
If not, we'll just go to our neighbor's house. Some Scrubs. Sure, he's got one laying around.
All right, so great news. I'm really excited. Our neighbor, he got it. So we just walked over there. We're like, hey, do you have a carburetor for our 1966 Ford Mustang straight six? And he's like, yeah, a brand new one. It's just sitting here for 20 years now. It was for my Mustang, but you can have it or try it. I'm like, dude, how much? He's like, you got it. Well, look at this. I mean, where?
Where did you even get that, Scrubs?
Long time ago.
Long time ago. But is it the right one? Does it look
It's the
good?
right one.
Wow. Wow, we're so lucky to have you.
New. Look at that thing.
I worked at
brand new.
Western Auto one time and they sold all the carburetors for $10 a piece.
So $10?
They really did.
You guys heard it, $10?
Yeah,
I know, that's what I heard. All right.
And we got some gaskets.
Yeah.
Nice.
So this looks really simple. No wires included.
Wow.
So we just plug up the gas here,
Bolt
screw
it down there.
adjust idle here. If anything, he's gonna help us put it on.
The choke heater.
Choke heater.
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 And it runs
No,
off
we're
the-
gonna delete
Is this for
thing.
the
We don't need EGR.
gas right there?
No, it's not EGR. It makes it work.
Oh. All right, let's try to get this thing installed. Alright guys, so we got the carburetor installed and it was pretty easy. I mean, 2 bolts, 2 water lines,
Fuel
gas
line.
lines,
Yeah.
some kind of heater thing, something else. Pretty simple, so no wiring, really simple. So we know that it runs. I also just want to top off the radiator, so then if it does run, we can see if it's leaking or anything like that, if it's warming up, because we don't want to run it dry. And I got some nice Food Lion drinking water.
Oh yeah,
The good stuff, because you guys
grade right there. Hopefully our radiator's good. If not, they have all these parts on eBay too, right? Just like our little hot rod we did.
We're just gonna ask our neighbor next door.
Oh yeah, he's got
He
everything.
has everything. He actually has a fastback. He won't sell to us, but
Maybe.
well, yeah, it's actually filled up to the top.
Wow.
So, ooh, there's a little metal spring in here. It doesn't collapse. That's good.
Nice. That's high grade. They don't do that anymore. Let's run it.
So let's try to start this thing. We got our portable gas tank in there. We got our new carburetor. Hopefully it's not gonna leak. Hopefully it's a good carburetor because we don't know. I mean, it has been also sitting probably as long as this car, but it looks pretty good. And we probably have to adjust a little bit. But let's just try. I mean, last one was just squirting non-stop because the hydraulic fuel pump was working on its A game. But let's just try it.
Hope it doesn't leak.
So our old carburetor was bad.
Yeah.
New one's good.
And we're adjusting basically
Choke.
the idle choke.
Idle choke.
So it's not revving up so much, and the idle.
And the fuel mixture maybe too? Or
Yeah,
not?
this one's a fuel mixture. That's your idle, and this back here was to adjust the choke.
So far,
Show you
so
on this one
good.
better. If you turn this, which is not loose now, you have to undo these 3 screws and turn it, make this flap shut. That's the choke.
Yeah.
So I turned it till it opened, and then just turned it till it barely started shutting. And the heat off of this exhaust pulls in here and heats up a spring. It turns, makes it turn to shut it or open it.
Oh wow. So once it heats up, it kind of closes.
No, it opens.
It opens it when it heats up. Oh.
It shuts when it's cold.
Huh.
All right. So
That's cool. Nice. We're running.
the next step to get this thing driving, we've got to figure out the gas tank. So let's drop the gas tank. Let's dump it and see what's inside. Maybe clean it, get some new gas in it, and try it again. Make sure it runs with the gas tank. If it does, then the next thing to do is the brakes that we know don't work. And after that, maybe a test drive.
Clutch, probably make sure the clutch is good.
Clutch, yeah. So pretty exciting. Let's lift it up in the air, maybe.
Yep.
Or actually, I think the gas tank's in the back. We should be able to
yeah.
just unbolt it and flush it or clean it or something.
There it is. There's the tank. Okay.
I do hear a little bit inside.
Don't pour it out right
Don't
here.
pour it out, Ivan.
Right.
It's pretty good though. Not rusty at all. I mean, not bad. Yeah, that is gunky though.
Brass
Dang.
float.
That's what old gas does, huh?
Mm-hmm. It pulls off.
Ew.
It's definitely clogged. Doesn't want to blow through.
Can we bypass that somehow, or
You gotta run a wire through it.
nothing?
Nothing. Nothing.
Let's
Get it maybe a wire and
Check it out. Check it out, guys. There's literally a hole in the trunk for the gas tank. Pretty simple idea. It's better than the Bug. The gas tank's in the front, but look at that exhaust. It's right there by the fuel lines.
Sideways.
Yeah, that's kind of dangerous.
You want me to find you a piece of wood?
All right, so we went to Advance really quick and we got this tank cleaner or something, or water thing. We put it inside, we shook it all around, and it's actually been like another hour and let it sit. Now we're gonna vacuum it out, and they say it's gonna be good for the gas tank, gets the rust out, but you gotta make sure you do it fast. Don't let the water sit because it was actually gonna start corroding. So we're gonna vacuum it up, get some new gas, pour it in there, put the fuel sending unit back in there, and try it. So we'll get another little portable fuel filter on the front. So if there's any trash from here, I'll go over there. But this is just temporary, guys. I mean, we don't know what we're gonna do with this car yet. I mean, we could always buy a gas tank. We could buy new gas line. We couldn't find anything locally. But I mean, I'm excited. We're getting forward. We can maybe drive this thing. So I mean, the time's clicking. You know, it's going by. The sun's almost going down. But we want to try this out. So let's get this thing installed, vacuum it up, and go from there.
Got it out?
I think so. Where's my hammer?
Hammer time. There we go.
That went on a lot easier than it came off. So let's get this thing installed.
Up this way, you can hook your pipes up.
We're gonna lift it up.
And you can stick it out here if you want to.
Pretty basic.
Fill mine up in the trunk.
Get the clamps on there. Want any gas leaking? We don't want to burn down our new Mustang. Our new classic Mustang.
I mean, then we have to rebuild it.
We don't want to burn the Mustang. We had a lot of burned vehicles. Looks really nice. Let's just keep it clean. Got it bolted in. Looking good. Alright guys, we got the Stang lifted up. This way we could hook up the fuel line. Ivan's gonna go get a fuel filter, another one, a brand new one. But I'm just looking at it, it's dirty, you know, the red clay, but overall not rusty. Not bad at all. Look at that solid rear axle. Not bad, just moving down along. Nice. Looks like there's some coating on there already. Somebody put some kind of protective stuff on there, but it's not bad at all. Looks like some greasing it up, so they took care of it a little bit. That's nice. Moving right down along to it. Got your drum brakes over there. Probably need to work on those, but yeah, it looks good underneath. There's a little bit of something going on there, but not bad. Wow. Usually the firewall goes first, but it looks good. Sweet.
And the tag ran out in 05. A Stang.
A Stang.
That cost $65.
It's too much dry run.
Oh.
Needed those guys.
Alright, so we're gonna redo what we did this morning by hooking up the right gas line and getting rid of our portable one.
It was good, it ran.
So I went next door and got another filter. We gotta look at the air, so it's going that way. Okay. And
some hose clamps.
Hose. That'll be there. Okay, so we can probably cut this.
But I do want to see if fuel's coming out first before we clamp it. If the pump's working. Nothing is in line.
Pump was working.
I'm just saying if it's pumping it, we should see it.
There's no way you're gonna see it. As long as we're not leaking gas, because we don't want a fire.
Ooh, I have a fire extinguisher somewhere.
Good.
Multiple at the shop. No reason.
Give me a big one.
Plenty of room to work in there, right, Ivan? None of those annoying electronics and computers in the way. Oh,
Very simple. Very simple.
lots of space.
A lot of space for a really big engine we could put in.
Oh yeah,
Just comment down below. I mean,
Godzilla. Then you got to redo everything, the whole bottom end. I mean, drive shaft, brakes, suspension.
and we could paint it the same color as my truck. That'd be sick.
And we're going to just do a giveaway. You guys buy a shirt, you get to enter a chance to win a Mustang. Keep it classy.
Save the Mustangs.
Should do like a poll on Instagram and see what people, what you guys vote. If you guys want to just give it away or put time into it, make it a crazy Mustang. Who knows? Fuel filter getting installed. And we should be able to see the gas in the fuel filter itself, though. A little peephole window.
All right, so just like that, we got the gas lines installed. I think they're looking good, so let's crank it over. I think the battery probably charged by now, but let's try it.
Where's? Yeah, you think the alternator's doing its thing? Maybe.
I mean, we still have gas in the carburetor, so it should start right up.
But do we have gas in the fuel tank?
Oh, no.
I don't think we have any gas in the fuel tank, so let's go ahead. We're gonna pump it out dry. There we go. Oh boy.
It's like it's meant to be.
Yeah,
look at
that's pretty nice.
All right, now that we have gas in the gas tank and it's not leaking, let's spin it over. All right, so we've been pumping the brakes and I see a little puddle right there. Let's go in the air, check out the rear cylinders and the front, because these have drum brakes, but looks like this one's leaking. So let's take this apart, get in the air, and check it out. All right, so we got the front drum brake off, and it looks like this wheel cylinder is leaking right there, right in the bottom. It looks like somebody replaced the shoes not too long ago. The springs look really nice. So let's walk over to Advance and see if they have one. I mean, they're pretty basic, probably pretty easy to get to, hopefully. But let's go next door and see if they got it. All right, so I just came back from Advance. They didn't have it at this store, but they got it from another store. And it was only about like $15 for this. That's not bad at all. So let's get this thing switched out. And then we're gonna try to bleed the brakes, make sure we have line pressure, and make sure if one's bad, maybe another one's gonna be bad. So this should be pretty simple to replace. Let's get straight to it. All right, so we got the new wheel cylinder installed. It's pretty simple. You just take off this spring, they spread out, and then there's two bolts in the back, one hose, and we still got the bleeder we gotta put back in. But that's when we're gonna bleed the brakes on it. So we can already put the drum back on and go from there. Alright, looks like it's driving really good. The brakes are feeling good. I mean, for drum brakes, it's actually stopping with the with a heavy foot though. But I'm pretty stoked. Let's go back to the shop. All right guys, just like that, we went on our first test drive, legit test drive, and it did really well. The brakes were, I mean, it's an older car, older technology, so it drove like an old car. You know, no power steering, 3-speed transmission.
No AC.
No AC, no rate. I mean, like, you know, back in the day, that was cool, but in the day, today's day, we need more power. You know, Michael, we need more power. We need to do an engine swap. Because, I mean, technically we're done with this build. Technically, we could just enjoy it and drive it around. But, you know, on this channel, we like to build stuff. You know, we like to customize. We like to make it custom, like my red truck. You know, make it a showstopper kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, basically, okay, let's think about it. This thing's a classic. It's got matching VINs. That's the original engine, original everything. So it's a clean title. It's definitely different than what we've been dealing with before. So this barn find, I don't know. I kind of want to keep it stock.
It's a coupe, okay? It's a coupe. They made thousands of these. We can pick one up tomorrow. We can pick one, you know.
Finding one so clean with this many miles. I mean, being well taken care of, everything original.
But then all we do is an engine swap. We leave the body alone. It can look like a classic with some new wheels, new suspension, new engine. You know, I really want to do the 7.3 Godzilla motor. You know, everybody does the 5.0, but why not do even a bigger displacement? Then we can supercharge it, turbo it. I mean, that'd be sick.
That would be pretty cool. It's a lot of work, but honestly, guys, it's up to you. So help us decide which way we're gonna go with this. If you're saying, hey, let's keep it authentic, let's keep it stock the way it is, and do a giveaway or something on it, let me know. We'll go that way. But if you know you guys are really pushing to do a Godzilla swap, hey, we're in. You know, that's fine. You know, we'll kind of go with it. So yeah.
So either vote Team Mike or Team Ivan. You know,
Keep
come
it
on, guys.
original.
We want to build this thing, you know, make it kind of cool, you know, kind of fast and more like a retro mod, you know, like retro and be, I mean,
I don't know, if it's not broke, don't fix it kind of thing. Keep it, I don't know. We'll see, guys, but like I said, help us decide. Make sure you like, share the video, guys, get the word out there. What should we do with this Mustang, this clean title Mustang? But yeah, thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you next time.